heart pumping, muscles extending. Every body is a miracle. And though we share so much, everybody is unique. What's your passion? Hold on to it. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.
And welcome back. It's game number 4 of night 1, the last one tonight. We just saw Oak Hill Academy. They had a tough one against the Buff and Blue. They got the win 76-61. Now we have the University Lab Junior Bulls getting set to take on the Paul VI Panthers from Chantilly, Virginia. My name's Carter Uechi. I'm joined alongside by Dean Shimamoto. Coach Dean, you ready?
I'm ready. Hey, we got warmed up with that last matchup. Punahou more than held their own against Oak Hill. They were in that game really until about the middle of the fourth quarter. So they played about 28, 30 minutes of really great basketball, hung around with Oak Hill, who, if you know basketball and you know high school basketball, that Oak Hill name just rings out there. So many great players coming through that program, so many incredible teams that have come here to the Iolani Classic. And Punahou was really right there with them. So it's going to be an exciting ILH season for a lot of people here. Punahou obviously is going to be really good. Iolani came away with a big win tonight. And here we get to see University, who is expected to contend. They're coming up from the Division II level. They were in the Division II championship game a couple years ago. And they're a special team, and they're going to make some noise. I know they're coming up, but they got all the talent in the world.
So now on your screen, you're going to see the two teams. You're going to meet, both going to stand on the 3-meter line and the 10-foot line for volleyball. Paul VI has shirts to give.
Yeah, this is the first. So the local teams are provided with a little snack from Hawaiian Host. And usually it's kind of a one-sided transfer where the Hawaii team is just giving out something to the team from the mainland. But this time, Paul VI comes in ready. Little credit to these guys.
So half of them are having gray shirts in their hand, the other half black shirts. Junior Bows holding the chocolate. One just took a spill to the ground, but earlier today in that 3:30 game, after we did this in the beginning for the Leilehua and Wheeler game, the post game, Leilehua had another treat. They had noms in their bag.
That's great.
And they gave them out, and you could see all the Wheeler boys at first trying to figure out what it was.
It'll be more interesting later when they try and eat a lemon peel gummy. So that should be an interesting thing, but I think it's really great, you know, obviously spreading aloha to everyone. And that was one of the biggest missions here of the Iolani Classic, is to expose Hawaii, obviously, to the mainland, but also to expose the mainland people to Hawaii. And I think a lot of them are having great experiences here at the Twin Fin, but also they get the little snacks, Hawaiian Host, noms. Awesome.
So I just looked at the chocolate bar down below just to see what kind of bar it was. It's the Pauhana bar. It's roasted macadamia. It's in pretzel pieces. Sit atop rich milk chocolate.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I actually didn't.
I might have to pull one out from the box on the side.
Yeah, I didn't know that candy bar existed, but
probably a new product that they want to get out there, but really great. You know, you're used to seeing the scenic box from Hawaiian Host with those chocolate-covered macadamia nuts, which are great, but you add a couple of pretzels to that. I think that's going to add a nice little flavor, so exciting.
Now we're getting the Panthers starting lineup. Adlan Ilamin, Lawrence Turk Brown, Jaquan Womack, Jordan Smith Jr., and Derek Bo Daniels. Two of those guys in that starting lineup have Iolani Classic experience. Jaquan Womack came here as a freshman back when they were runner-ups to Sierra Canyon. And Derek Bo Daniels, we saw him last year with DeMatha out of Maryland. Now the University Lab Junior Bulls, Kenaki Todd, Todd McKinney, Trey Ambrosich, Alika Ahu, and Aaron Hamada. And you're talking a little bit about this earlier, but this core They've been together for a while.
Yeah, we see it on the sideline. Athletic director for University, Walt Quinton, who had a stellar career himself for University, able to win a state championship while he was a player, but now the athletic director and actually the club coach of nearly the entire core, as he said, of this team. And so these guys have been playing together. They play high-level basketball. He understands himself. He has won state championship, not just as a player, but also as a coach at the Division II level. And you're getting to see these guys now having grown up. So what's actually missing out of this starting lineup is the player that's missing, Kolo Boy. So he's been out with the injury a little bit, and he's expected to play tonight. It'll be his first game back in a little bit. But he's a big piece on the inside, physical, uses his body well, but a big piece for this team. And going to be one of their top rebounders, top scorers, top defenders. So once they get him back at full speed, they're going to make a big run at not just the ILH championship, but hopefully to the state championship and really give themselves at winning another Koa trophy.
In the circle, Trey Ambrosic, Derek Bo Daniels. Ambrosic jumped up first. He won the tip. The junior bros have it to start. Hamada with it. And Shake Womack. Now McKinney driving, it's cut off. Kick out to Ambrosic. The pump fake. Defender flew by. His jump shot no good. Offensive rebound, Ahu. Last touch by Panther. Second chance here.
So many players on this floor for University are other sport players first. I'm not sure what Ambrosic is. Obviously, he's really good in basketball, but also a volleyball player. And you saw the rebound there by Alika Ahu, who's committed to Stanford. So some really good athletes on the floor.
Elamin for three, no good. Second chance here as Brown lets it fly. Long rebound goes out to McKinney.
You know, always an important thing when you come against these teams from the mainland are controlling the boards and controlling your turnovers, and they're able to get a board themselves.
Ambrosic with the tip in. Brown with the handle. Bounce pass over to Smith Jr. Elamin with it. 15 on the shot clock. Brown with the post feed down low. Daniels working on Ambrosic. His first try, no. Second try, no. Rebound tipped out to Ambrosic. University on the run. McKinney's gonna pull it back. Picks up his dribble. Gets some help from Ahu. Bounce pass back to McKinney. The pass tipped out of bounds by Smith Jr.
A little tough to figure out which strategy you want to employ, because you want to get out in transition, because once these players clog these lanes up, it's hard to get by them, but at the same time, they close ground so quick in transition. You don't want it to go up and down.
Smith out in transition. He hit the floor. He was able to get that layup to go prior to that. The deflection out of bounds by Paul VI.
Already early in this first quarter, and the pressure is coming in the full court. Even in the half court, they'll run a player defensively at the offensive player on the ball. But nice job by Ambrosic, just seeking that opportunity, seeing it in transition, great opening, and he has the length to get that shot off.
Elamin working on Ambrosic. Puts off that drive. Down low, Bo Daniels. Off glass this time, able to get the finish. Ahu bounce pass. But right as he delivered it, ran right into Elamin.
So important if you're University against a press like this, to catch, to face, stay on balance. Again, obviously you want to avoid the charge, but also making those passes. If they're errant passes that go off balance, then there's a better chance to turn them over. So you got to stay strong, got to stay with your feet on the ground.
Smith feeds the rolling Daniels. He can't finish as he was falling away from the basket. McKinney bounce pass to Ambrosic. It's on the right block, lost the handle for a bit. Ball still loose. McKinney somehow winds up with it. Bounce pass goes through the legs to Elamin. Drops it off for Turk Brown. Lays it up and in.
Just Elamin to Brown, just over and over. Teams like Paul VI, so comfortable in transition. You see the poise that they play with, the speed and the tempo, just never looking out of control.
Bounce pass over to McKinney. Bounce pass down low. Ambrosic hung in the air. Couldn't finish, but gets 2 shots at the line.
Beautifully executed by University. Great on balance passes. Great reads. Took the cut when it was available. Dumped it off when it was available. And nice up and under finish there for Ambrosic.
First free throw good. He has all 5 of the University points. And now we're going to see a platoon sub. 5 new members of the Panther squad check in. Out go the starters. Moore, Ross, Mina, Bird, and Bryant. Both free throws are good for Ambrosic, and we're tied at 6. 4:45 to go in the first quarter.
One sub on the University side. Now Koa LeBoy into the game, so he should help with the physicality on the inside.
Ross up top. Bryant step back 3. He hits the floor. No foul called. And then over the back. He's going to get called on Andrew Ross.
Quality block out by McKinney. Have to do your best to do what you can do, right? Avoid that athleticism. Get in position quicker and earlier.
A 10-second call. McKinney stuck back there.
So tough to go against this press. Sometimes they're bringing the pressure, they're bringing the double, which opens up a lane. That time they stayed at home, and Ahu in that middle is going to have to move out to the side, just create some action to give either his driver some room, suck the defense over, or find an option in space.
We go right wing to Ross, working on McKinney. Lost the handle on the way up. There's 3 junior bows in his path. Bounce pass over to McKinney, corner 3. It's good. UH Lab up 9-6, 3:52 to go in the first quarter.
When they're able to connect those passes together, you see something great come out because they have guys that can score it.
Ahu jumped the passing lane. There's one-on-one, can't finish with the left. Rebound taken by Jacob Moore. Bryant will try a 3. There's the answer from Paul VI. Tied up at 9, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. The boy has it baseline, working on Mina. And his hook shot, that's good. Cole LeBoy draws a charge on the other end.
That is what he brings to this team, the ability to finish on the inside, take contact, and did it on the offensive end, then came back on the other end, took that big charge. So important to have him on the floor. Sat it out to start the game, but in here, and this is their main 5. These are the guys that they're gonna hang with when they're making runs.
Ahu tried the bounce pass. It went off a foot of Moore. Smith lobs it back up to Moore. Lets Ahu jump by. And he puts it off glass and in. Kitan, double team coming for him. He's in trouble. Passes out of it. Ambrosic with it. They go down low to LeBoy. Before he got called for steps, draws a foul.
Something early on you're seeing. You saw that wholesale substitution there for Paul VI. University has subbed twice, so a majority of these players playing major minutes. And it's not just the minutes that they're playing. Obviously, that's going to fatigue you, but it's going against this level of athlete continuously.
Nice bounce pass from McKinney. Down low to Cole LeBoy. He has 4 points. Lead is 2, 13, 11. Quickly, Turk Brown is inside the 3-point line. So that's a 2. 13 apiece Just over 2 minutes to go in the first. The boy lobs it down low. Ahu with Smith on his back, able to get it to go off the glass. Smith's 3 no good. Rebound taken by Ambrosic and a foul. 2 shots. As Trey Ambrosic gets fouled after that rebound. And a long walk down the court. He'll go shoot some free throws.
Just under 2 minutes, being in the bonus, this is really going to help University provide them with some rest, not allowing Paul VI to get extra aggressive. So these are like delayed or slowed down timeouts. The fatigue is just going to set in a little bit later, having this time to take these breaks.
First free throw comes up short for Ambrosic. Last year averaged 14.3 points a game. So far this preseason, 11.7. Second free throw. Dances around the rim for a little bit before falling. He has 7 points. He'll take a breather here. The junior goes up 16-13.
We'll see how they do without Ambrosic in the game. He's been the pressure release so far, so if there's been trouble, he's been the guy that has popped out against the press or the half-court traps. He's also scored a majority of their points.
McKinney trying to dribble through a double team. He does. Zion Branch's pass deflected and stolen away. Lawrence Brown, kick out to Smith. Couldn't get the handle cleanly. Now on the drive. Shows a blocking foul. Along with Ambrosic getting a break, Kitan is also getting a break. Ambrosic will check in. Out goes LeBoy.
Yeah, can't stand to keep him out for too long. He's too important. This team does too many things.
Spin move by Womack down in the paint. No good on the finish. Rebound taken by Ambrosic. Up ahead, McKinney. The jump stop, then put it up with the left.
You saw that instantly into the game, and Ambrosic goes out there, defends well, stays down, forces the miss, grabs the rebound, starts the break. So that quick outlet led to a 3-on-1.
Brown in the corner, driving baseline now. 2 defenders jump up. One of them will get called for the foul.
Brown extra cautious there on the drive, almost expected the contest. And I thought he could have gone up, but just wait for it. And actually they're taking it out of bounds, doesn't get the opportunity to shoot 2 free throws.
Kitan checks in, McKinney goes out. Brown coming off that screen. The jumper from the free throw line is good. 18-17, Junior Bows clinging to a 1-point lead. Cross-court pass over to Hamada. He has it in the corner. Ambrosic tried to kick it out. Got stolen away. Womack on the break. No, but Bo Daniels put back jam. All the 6 with a 1-point lead. Turnover there. Ambrosic hits the ground hard as well as Brown.
The thing about these teams is that they keep coming. You saw Quintan get back, did a nice job of forcing that miss, but right behind him was Bo Daniels. So it's not a singular play. Against these guys, you need to make multiple effort type of plays where the first guy cuts him off, second guy has to hit someone so that rebound doesn't happen. And if you don't, that's the result. It could be a dunk right on your head.
Brown hits the first. He's leading the way for the Panthers with 7.
There's good minutes in there by Kamehameha Tolbert, who just came out of the game. Ended up helping break the press, provide some rest for the guys that were in the game, and didn't really lose ground with him in there.
The boy would check in. Coach Ryan Tong in his 7th year will call a 30-second timeout. Drop a play here with 10.7 seconds left. University was leading for a good chunk of this first quarter. Now the Panthers come in and take a 3-point lead after those 2 free throws by Brown.
Yeah, nice job so far by them. Looking to get something here with 10.7 left. Maybe tie it up, maybe get within 1. I mean, it's a valuable timeout that we used here, right? I mean, the amount of fatigue that they're going to build up over the course of this game. Timeouts without the TV timeouts. I know these games are on TV, but we're not having the 4-minute stoppages that we would have on potentially an OC16 broadcast. But these guys are just trying to get something, trying to make it work.
The boy driving from the free throw line, no good. As Daniels went there for the contest. Mino. His long heave comes up just a bit short, and at the end of the first quarter, it's Paul the 6, 21, University 18 from the lower gym.
Rox, what's going on over there? Come on. Some kind of orangey stuff.
I think it's orange oil.
Orange oil? What's that about?
For termites.
We should do that. But I don't think our guys do that.
So why don't we get the right guys?
At Pest Tech Hawaii, we offer orange oil treatment as an alternative to tent fumigation. So let our guys be your guys.
We're Pest Tech Hawaii.
Welcome to Hilo, Hawaii, where the water is as pure as the aloha that flows through it. Waiakea water is naturally alkaline, full of minerals and electrolytes, and always giving back to our planet and people. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Like here in the lower gym, Panthers have a 3-point lead coming out of that first quarter. Get to break down that first quarter. What are your thoughts, B?
I thought that University did a great job. Paul the 6 came out with some pressure. University, for the most part, handled it well. I know they gave up some transition, gave up some shots, but that has to be expected. But they did a nice job keeping up with the scoring. We'll see if they can continue that.
Nina down low, hook shot. Rattles around the rim and then drops. He has 2 points. Lead grows to 5. Kitan with it in the corner. This pass to McKinney tipped. And McKinney able to get it back. Ahu. Bounce pass over to Ambrosic, working on Daniels. Stops at the elbow. The shot fake got Daniels to fly by. He knocks it down.
Ambrosic has really developed his game. Always had the ability to hit those shots in the mid-range, knock down threes, just so smart in the way that he plays, and that savviness has to be on full display here against the type of athletes that are on this Paul the 6 squad. You got to get guys in the air, keep them off balance, and he's been able to do that thus far.
There you saw Kitan boxing out one of the Panthers as the ball is traveling out of bounds, not giving him a chance. McKinney on the drive, no good with the left. Almost got it to go through that contest. Elamine on the right wing. A little too eager there, called for a travel.
Every time I see Elamine out there, I think that's AJ Daibansa. He has the same type of hair, same type of build, and we're going to be able to see him tomorrow night take on Kahuku here at 6:30. I'm expecting it to be one heck of a crowd coming out tomorrow night.
Who else is on that team?
We got JJ Mandaquit out of Hilo, Hawaii, a former Raider as well, back in the lower gym here, which used to be his home gym as a freshman at Iolani. Now here with Utah Prep.
Kola boy couldn't get that to go with his left. And they can move there from the left block for him. Bo Daniels. Ahu couldn't do anything. Called for 2 hands on his back.
Ahu there knows that he's outmatched size-wise by Daniels, but just made it too obvious. You have to be a little bit more sneaky, I guess, in how you're going to push him off the block. Just can't use 2 hands. Just made it too easy for the referees to call.
Mina feeds it down low. Daniels with the two-handed flush. He sealed off Ahu. Good entry from Mina.
Yeah, I mean, same scenario there. What do? Do you play behind and just get bulldozed? Do you play in front and then, or do you side front and miss it and then get dunked on? I'm not sure which is the best option.
Ahu in the corner, he'll try a three. Comes up short, rebound taken by Brown. Panthers running in transition. Mina went from the left side, feeds it down low to Daniels, lost it on the way up. Second chance here from Womack. Cross court skip pass over to Brown. And 3 seconds called.
Junior Bows just held ground, stayed in front, kept in front, poked at the ball when it was available, and led to that 3-second call. So if they're able to get back in transition and make it more difficult for Paul VI, they won't be able to run away with this.
The boy over to Kitan, right wing. Bounce pass down low. Ahu working on the right block. And a push in the back. Foul caught on Smith.
Strong post there by Ahu. Might have hooked him a little bit, but got around, got the push. Just has to understand that he's got to go at him just as much as they're going to go at him, and he did a nice job there.
The boy on the cut. Good pass from Ambrosic. Couldn't finish it. Brown out in transition. Bounce pass over to Womack. Hung in the air. Finished with the left.
University had a nice opportunity with Kuala Boy on the back door, and that play just got blown up by physicality. So Kuala Boy actually had a clean back door, but the little bump, the little extra hold caused him to stumble and then caused him to not have that clean look.
Ambrosic got the handle picked by Brown. Bounce pass over. Ross is blocked by Ambrosic. But there for the follow.
Mentioned that a little bit earlier. You see Ambrosic trail to play, right? Gets that first block, and then there's the next guy just trailing right behind.
Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by a Panther. So Junior Bros will inbound from right in front of the scorer's table.
Transition opportunities are the ones that kill you off of those turnovers. And you said it's turnovers and offensive rebounds. And for the most part, rebounding-wise, University hasn't been too bad except in transition, but the turnovers for runouts are the ones that really kill you.
Ahu on the offensive glass is put back with the right. There sneaks over the rim. Brown working on Kitan. They swing it along the perimeter. Womack get at the free throw line. His drive cut off. Kick out to Smith. Free throw line jumper. Nothing but net.
Smith elevates so well, uses that strength. Look at his frame, just looks like a linebacker out there. Gets a shoulder into your chest, you bump back, and then he's able to elevate, has a high release.
The boy with it in the corner, back up top, they go to McKinney. Double team coming out for him. Passes over it to Ambrosic. Jumper from the free throw line, called bank. First Junior Bowl in double figures with 11. Smith for three. Rattles that one home. The lead goes up to 10.
Just a talented player, right? I mean, you saw him earlier make the drive, take the bump, hit the mid-range, and then that time able to knock down the three.
Kitan. Moore went flying by. And Kitan makes him pay. Kenna Kitan, the junior guard.
Nice job by Kitan, just stayed composed and in control.
Almost got that steal, deflected it towards Brown. On second try, also no good, last touch by a Junior Bowl. Elamine will check in, out goes Jacob Moore in his 2 fouls.
For the most part on the Paul VI side, not a lot of action. Just kind of 5-out spread out and just let their guys go. And it's not a bad option when you got the kind of players that they do. On the out of bounds, they are setting their screens. They are getting great movement. And if they get an edge, they're going to finish it.
Jordan Smith Jr. just elevated one more time for us. He has 11 points. The boys' pass picked off by Elamin. Laid it off for Smith. Nice easy layup this time. And the Junior Bulls will call a timeout, a full one. We'll take a break with them. It's Politics 38, University 27.
Your brain controls everything you think, see, and do. 80 billion cells working together, creating the essence of who you are. Strengthen your brain, strengthen your life.
Brain Health Hawaii to me is enhancing my children's potential.
Connection.
Less anxiety.
Make the happy.
Improved focus.
Life-changing. Freedom.
Clarity.
Take control of your health with Brain Health Hawaii.
.202 left in the first half. What would you say about the Junior Bulls' effort so far in the first?
Effort's been great. It's just that, as you saw, Paul the Six has subbed quite a few times. They walk up the floor, they look fresh. University walks off the floor, and you can see the fatigue, not just starting to set in, but it's set in. And so when that happens, getting back, running back, the passes aren't as sharp, not as quick to get back to the paint to play defense, not as aggressive, going for the offensive rebounds and the loose balls. And every time Paul the Six grabs one of those and is able to turn it, it's going to become quick offense, and you got to run back hard again. So tough going here during this part, so they just have to survive.
Ahu. Pass down low to the right block, and Brozic. Goaltending called. It's coming off the backboard already, then got swatted back into the backboard.
But right there, a great example of them focusing on what they need to do. Just possession by possession, make the right play, make the right pass, make sure it gets to the guy you intended to, and then it may lead to something good. And you can't focus too far ahead. You just got to play that one possession at a time.
Bryant, second three, nothing but net for him. 6 points for the freshman guard.
Offensive arsenal on full display here for Paul the Six, knocking down threes, getting in transition, hitting in the mid-range. We saw the bigs finish inside and get put back dunk, so not sure what they can't do at this point.
Smith was trying to deny that entry pass to LeBoy, got tipped out of bounds. Junior Bulls will inbound under their own basket. Womack will be on Ahu, who's inbounding this ball. Bounce pass down low to LeBoy. Didn't catch it cleanly. Now goes up with the right. Gets it to go. He has 6 points.
LeBoy has that old school game a little bit. You don't see too many of the jump hooks anymore, and it's such a tough shot to defend, especially with that wide frame.
And Andrew Ross on the other end. Right wing three is pure.
Little old school there too, just hit the wide open three.
Hamada. His dribble ended up in the hands of LeBoy. Free throw line jumper, Ahu. No good. LeBoy offensive rebound. Goes back up, got it swatted by Smith. Into the hands of McKinney. Bounce pass over to Hamada. LeBoy swings it to Ahu for three. Comes up short. Rebound taken by Womack. They'll hold it for the last shot. 10 seconds to go in the half. Paul the Six up by 13. Smith Jr. counting down the seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Three ball for Smith. Comes up short. At the end of the first half, it's Paul the Six 44. University 31. Those Panthers, you talked about it, just come at you in waves. 1 second, you're up by 3. The next, down by 13.
You saw them just continue to move forward. They weren't too worried about what was going on. University maintaining that slim margin and doing a nice job offensively, getting some stops defensively, and they just kept coming. They kept subbing. They kept looking for the best opportunity available. Not too many missed shots due to forced shots. Here for Paul the Six, they've got out in transition, found the right person. When threes were available, they knocked them down. So this is a tough, tough team. And those teams that don't just gamble and do silly things, they're the toughest ones to come back on. So Paul VI has been impressive so far, even against a really great and up to the task university team.
With that, we will take a break. 9-minute mark of halftime. Junior Bulls down at the half by 13, 44-31 to the visiting Panthers.
When you come to Iolani, something you'll constantly hear is one team.
Our one-team culture began in athletics.
In arenas that demanded humble leadership
and persistent teamwork.
Over time, this ethos has found its way into almost every aspect of life at Iolani.
Ways that are both felt and found in passing.
In its simplest definition, the idea of one team isn't very unique.
We've all heard it in speeches or stories about the team over the individual.
But this implies too little for a way of life we have defined with so much.
You see, one team values shape our education.
Pairing knowledge with character.
Passion with discipline. It reminds us of humility in success.
And persistence in failure.
One team reveals that the true impact of our education doesn't only lie with what we've learned.
It develops in us values that see the compassionate choice.
Choices that give back and solve problems that matter to all of us.
It's the understanding that when we stand for each other,
we lift each other up.
The one team spirit endures in our global community of educators and students.
Artists and entrepreneurs.
Doctors and lawyers and researchers and leaders.
Who all recognize that the greatest challenges we face are overcome when we work together as one.
This is what we pass on to our students, faculty, families.
Because we believe this is the most gracious way to live,
as well as the greatest foundation to go out into the world
with great poise, empathy, and determination.
Iolani School, one team.
Heart pumping, muscles extending. Every body is a miracle. And though we share so much, everybody is unique. What's your passion? Hold on to it. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Hey, I got the job.
So I can go part-time.
Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Back here in the lower gym, your score at half. St. Paul VI Panthers up 44-31 in the University Lab Junior Bows. Recap the day's action for you right now. Game 1 started at 3:30. Wheeler High School out of Georgia defeated Leilehua 101-38. Second game saw the host Iolani Raiders defeat Kalani 61-36. And the game that just finished before this one, Oak Hill Academy played a tough one with the Punahou Buff and Blue. And they defeated the Buff and Blue 76-61. And that leaves us off here in game number 4 of the night. Tomorrow, we'll have 4 more games for you, starting at 3:30. Osaka Gakuin University Senior High School out of Japan will take on Veritas Academy. 5 o'clock game, Kamehameha Schools-Kapalama will take on Imhotep Institute Charter out of Pennsylvania. Then 6:30, the one you were talking about earlier, about circling on your calendar, making sure you're here watching this one. Utah Prep Academy out of Hurricane, Utah, taking on Kahuku High School. And the nightcap tomorrow, Brewster Academy, all the way from New Hampshire, will take on Kapa, coming to us from the island of Kauai. You ready for tomorrow as well?
Oh, I'm ready for the rest of this tournament. I mean, coming in, 4 teams ranked in the top 25. The other teams, no slouches themselves. Brewster recently knocking off Montford. Utah Prep has a loss to some of these other teams. I mean, these teams have been so good, and they're going back and forth with each other. They play such incredible schedules, traveling around the country really like they're college teams, right? It's so impressive, and these are high school kids. Some of them 14 and 15 years old, playing and being treated like college and pros, really. And so now they're here in Hawaii. This Paul VI team coming all the way from Virginia, 4,700 miles away. A lot of teams actually from the East Coast, so this is not just regular road travel for them. I'm sure they're used to taking a 1 hour, 2 hour flights, but that flight from that side of the country, it probably takes a stop or two. And maybe in total travel, you're looking at maybe 15, 16 hours, you know, with a minimal layover. So this is a real road game for these guys, and a lot of the teams got in yesterday, and they'll be staying throughout the week. But they're gonna have to get acclimated. They've come in for shoot-arounds and some practices, but even through these early first games, it's gonna take some time, you know, just to get used to the time difference, first of all. And then this gym, which, funny enough, right, we've talked about it before, so if you're watching from Virginia, where the temperature is a little different in Hawaii we do not have heaters in the gym. In fact, the air conditioner is on right now, and if it weren't, it'd be too hot to be in here. Everyone would be miserable. So air conditioning is on for everyone watching from around the country.
74 degrees outside, and that time difference you talked about, is at 1:45 in the morning, so good morning to all of you in Chantilly, Virginia, that are watching this game. Maybe you'll see it in the morning when you wake up. Who knows? It's a work day as well. It's also a school day. Iolani's still in session till Thursday's the last day of school, which is why the first 2 games are going up to the upper gym on Thursday. But also, talking about the bracket, looking at who's going to play who in the next round. Wheeler, after defeating Leilehua, they await the winner of Brewster Academy and Kapa. Paul VI, they hold on to this 13-point lead. They'll play the winner of Osaka, Gakuin, and Veritas. Iolani, who won over Kalani, will await the winner of Utah Prep Kahuku. In the last game, Oak Hill will await the winner of Imhotep and Kamehameha Schools-Kapalama. About a minute out from second half action getting underway. Well, for the consolation side, in the boys tournament, they do a pool play. Try to minimize as many inter-league matchups as they can. So they have pool plays, so you gotta go check which game they lost in the first round, and that'll determine the consolation pool games after that.
Yeah, as you mentioned, so this is a 5-day tournament. So 4 games the first day, 4 games the second day. So today's day 1, tomorrow will be day 2. So 4 games. So the 16 teams are split up, 8 teams playing on the first day, 8 teams playing on the second day. So whoever's playing today actually gets a day off tomorrow, and whoever has a day off today obviously is playing tomorrow in what is considered the 2-day first round. And following that, everyone will be playing on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So games from 9 in the morning, those will not be on XCast. They will be available on YouTube. From 3:30 on, however, you will be able to return back to XCast and watch these games on more than just YouTube.
Bounce pass stolen away by Womack. Panthers in transition. And a putback by Elamin. Drops, and the lead goes up to 15.
Ambrosius did a nice job there of just staying in front, even in transition, playing that Euro step. Just Junior Bose couldn't pick up that rebound.
Falling to the floor, he can't hit that jumper. Offensive rebound, Ahu. Ripped away by Smith. Getting out in transition are the Panthers. Brown will step into a three. He buries it. He has 11 points.
Just plays with great pace. You saw him pushing transition, putting pressure on the defense, but no one walked up to him, just stayed in control, knocked it down.
McKinney gets the and one.
Got to give that one to him right there. A little bit of a NBA-style continuation. I thought the foul occurred maybe around the free throw line, but in the act of moving toward the basket, so give it to him.
Christmas spirit here in the islands.
They are wearing the green jerseys, and you'll notice these are not the university jerseys that they will be wearing during the season. Nike and the NBA came together and made jerseys for every team. Every team here in the Classic, the local teams, they made white jerseys, so it's difficult to see the actual design there, but Kuhao Zane helped with the designing. And if you get to look at the jersey, just you look up close, there's some details that look really cool. So you see the Aloha Aina on the back, and every team was able to go away with these. So they're wearable game jerseys, and then they'll be wearing them.
Brozic with it on the left wing. And Brozic, cross-court skip past McKinney for three. In and out. Rebound taken by Elamine. Still has it and takes it after that hesitation to the rack.
You can really see how well coached Paul VI is. I mentioned it earlier, how composed they are in transition, the pace that they play with, never seemingly out of control, but even defensively. Inside guys are fronting properly, help sides in the correct position. You know, no heavy over contest, no heavy gambles.
Womack throws it down with two hands. I think the kids in the crowd who are still remaining wanted something a little extra there.
This is night one. You got to let them get warmed up.
And McKinney splits the double, stops in the lane. His jumper is good. He joins Ambrosic in double figures with 10.
McKinney's been impressive himself. You know, the pressure that he's been under against these defenders, he's done a great job of breaking through the double teams. He's able to knock down some shots, get to the rim. Even on that last bucket, got past that first line, changed pace, and nice hit.
McKinney uses a screen. Bounce pass over to Ambrosius on the right wing. They give it back. They try to. It's taken away by Smith. 2-on-3 fast break. Brown stops in the lane. His jumper no good. Tipped around. And a foul down low. Gonna go on Alika Ahu.
University just looks tired. I don't blame them. Look at this wholesale substitution. They've been facing this the whole time. They've had minimal subs. They've seen some guys come in and out of the game, but for the most part, it's been a primary about 4 to 5, playing the majority of the minutes and having to contend with fresh, athletic bodies that also execute well continuously. So I can understand them being tired.
Nina with the fadeaway jump shot. Moore just snatched that rebound over the top. That shot no good. Last touch out of bounds by Moore. McKinney, Brian on him, gets it into the front court. They'll keep the rock, go to the lane. And he's gonna earn himself 2 shots at the line.
Not sure if you guys could hear that, but Paul VI coach imploring his guys to be in the correct position. What are you doing? You need to be in help position. You can't just let a guy drive past you. And you can tell that's been a part of their practices since the beginning of time, I think, and it matters. It matters. This game, 21 points currently, but the positioning of where you are defensively, the decisions you make on the offensive end, all these little things really matter. They may not matter tonight, but they're going to matter in these games moving forward against better teams.
Pass is tipped away and stolen by the junior Bows. McKinney lobbed it up off the glass for LeBoy. They tried to flush it, but just tipped it in.
I'm going to count that. I got to love it. Gotta love the attempt.
Mina falling away after some contact off of 1 foot.
Mina banging with Kamehameha Tolbert. Kamehameha Tolbert gave him a little shove there, but Mina has a strong body himself. Just took the contact, soft finish. Impressive.
Kamehameha Tolbert down low to LeBoy. Kick out Ambrosic for 3. In and out, rebound taken by Mina. Looks like he was gonna bring the ball up the front court for a little bit. Gives it off to Bryant now. Harsanyi for 3, no good. Ross with the offensive rebound. Bryant for 3. To the floor. Nothing but net.
Just beautiful action on the roll and replace. Saw Mina hit the ball screen, roll, and the help man took him, so they swung it to the three-point shooter, who had a nice look, and just excellent job there executing.
That pass stolen away by Ross. Bryant out in front, working on McKinney. Was fouled on the way up.
What we're really noticing through the first half, I was kind of looking at my watch, and I said, hey, this half went by really quickly. You know, not a lot of turnovers. Paul VI calling virtually no timeouts. Actually, they still have the full complement of timeouts in 5, and I think they just want to wear down this team as much as possible. They want to get their guys some great run. But not a lot of fouls early, so clock just kept running.
First free throw good for Bryant. (63-39). Paul VI with the lead. 2:44 to go in the third. Make it 64-39. As Bryant now has 11. Down in the back court now, gets it into the front court. Between the legs dribble. Over Ahu. Thought about a 3. Said kick out. Hamada for 3. Front rim no. Offensive rebound there for the junior Bulls. Todd feeds the roll man in. Kamehameha Tolbert. His pass somehow made it to Ahu. And the save attempt goes into the backcourt. Backcourt violation.
Seemed as though University had a couple of advantages there. Ahu was able to get the defender up in the air, drove by, kicked it. Nice pass on the roll to Kamehameha Tolbert. But again, Paul VI always in the right place, never overcommitting, just trying to keep themselves in position.
Mina for 3, no. Rebound taken by Zion Branch. Hamada pushing it into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Gets it over now to Ahu. Ahu draws a foul there on Jacob Moore.
These University players really just doing everything they can. And Paul VI physical, just staying in front. Ahu drawing the foul. You know, I talked to Coach Ryan Tong before the game and said, how are you guys doing? You know, they moved up from Division II, talked about that earlier, out to Division I, and so they're still kind of trying to get used to it, make sure they stay healthy, but also to kind of build up their bench. They've been known to have this core 5, and sometimes they would play 6, and they're trying to just build that one by one. If they can play 7, it gives someone a little bit more rest. So Aaron Hamada's been the guy that's gotten a lot of great minutes with Cora LeBoy out due to injury, number 24 here for University. And Branch has been in the game as well, giving them some extra minutes. So if they're able to build up those guys that just one more player deeper that they can go, keeps somebody else a little bit fresher and gives them more options.
Aqua and Ahu tied up there. Possession goes to the Panthers. In the midst of all of that, Troy Tomlin gets into the scorer's column.
You can see that right by the referee, right behind them right now. The younger generation of University. Cruz Lavoy, Aaron Ahu, Manu Kingma. Bunch of 7th graders there. There's a lot of talent coming up.
Goes out of bounds. Last touch by a junior bow. They get it into Jacob Moore. Hands it off to Tomlin. Mina working on LaBoy. Off glass. That works.
Really like Mina's game. Has a lot of versatility. He has that big body, but you saw earlier that he nearly brought the ball up, but he has great footwork, uses his size well, and has a soft touch around the rim.
And Brozic to LaBoy on the right block. His hook shot no good. Rebound taken by Mina.
Just love that jump hook. The young post players, and not even just post players, but anyone around the rim, the ability to use your body to stay in between and then get that jump hook off.
Aqua for 3. No good. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Ball to 6 extends their lead 68-39 over the Junior Bulls. And when we come back, it'll be the last 8 minutes of the game in regulation.
Caring for the people of Hawaii has been HMSA's mission since day one.
As a father, everybody just wants the best for their kids. HMSA allows them to get the best health care they can get.
We believe in meeting you where you're at. That's why we have the largest choice of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies across the state.
Having HMSA as a coverage, we know that we're gonna be covered no matter where we go.
Caring for you is our privilege. It's why we started this company. It's what we do today, and is what we'll continue to do tomorrow.
Hardware Hawaii, your Kailua hardware store. At Hardware Hawaii Kailua, helping you find what you need is our top priority. Take our lead lumberman, Eddie.
How's it?
He enjoys helping customers find what they need.
My customers are like my friends. It really makes my day when I get to help them out.
Right on, Eddie. Here in Kailua, we're here, ready to serve you. Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Back here in the lower gym, start of the 4th quarter here. Aaron Hamada will inbound it. McKinney will bring it into the front court here for University. Oh boy, an entry pass to him, got deflected, stolen away, and now he comes up with the steal. Ambrozic bounce pass to Hamada, back to Ambrozic, stripped from behind. Now Ross leading the break. Nice feed down low, Aqua off the glass. Aiden Aqua.
Just right play after right play after right play. And then they finish it there on the back end. And for University, there's still a lot of learning moments here for them, right? They want to execute their offense. They want to be able to find opportunities, and being able to do it against a team that's this disciplined with good length, good quickness, you really learn how to build good habits.
And the bank is open. Colin Bird. The 7th Panther 3 of the game. And a foul called on Andrew Ross. That 3 ball, Bird becomes the 12th Panther to score tonight. Kitan swings it over to McKinney. Hands it off to Ahu. And Harsani Picks up the steal, but his pass intercepted by Ambrosic. Ambrosic on the drive, draws the foul from Aqua.
So one of the newer rules here in Hawaii and in the OA, I believe, they're going now with the mercy rule. And above a certain amount of points, the clock will continue run, very similar to football. So football has a 35-point mercy rule. So it moves quickly to a running clock. We did not have that here at the Iolani Classic. And part of the reason is this game is one of the coolest parts of the Iolani Classic, where the Hawaii teams, the local teams, get the opportunity to test themselves against players from the mainland. National teams that are national powerhouses with players that will go on to play high-level college and sometimes even into the pros. So if the guys all the way down the bench get that opportunity to go in and get some minutes, you don't want the clock running out on them, because these are lifetime memories for these guys.
Continuation there for Ahu on that drive. Finish the layup, count the basket.
You gotta love it. Great finish there by Ahu. And staying consistent with the call, you know, that's all you're really looking for. If they're gonna call the continuation, they gotta call it again and stay consistent with it.
Free throw is good. 3-point play completed. Aqua over to Harsani. Bird for 3. This time doesn't use the bank. Kitan feeds it down low. LaBoy working on more. Goes to Aku. Kitan's pass goes off the foot and out of bounds. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 5:16 left in the game. Aqua trying to deny Ambrosic. Deflects it out of bounds.
So as we mentioned, this team, an ILH Division I team. We saw Punahou nearly getting the win really against Oak Hill. I don't want to say it was a wide margin, but I mean, they held their ground into the fourth quarter. Just a few point lead for Oak Hill. Powerhouse Oak Hill, ranked in the top 25 Oak Hill. And to think that University and this Punahou team, that last Punahou team, will be facing each other at least a couple of times through the ILH. I mean, that just says what kind of league it's going to be.
Up top they go to Bird, swing across to Bryant. Down low to Jacob Moore, working on LaBoy. Step through. The shot rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Ambrosic. Timeout will be called by Coach Tong. 4:22 left in the fourth. Politics up 76-44.
We've always started ourselves as a hospitality company, so we're the first and last impression of our guests. Valet parking, do private parties, hospital, we do commercial properties, and then hotels. We'll pretty much do anything that's service-oriented and try to put smiles on people's face.
We're always looking for good candidates. We provide the skill set, the opportunities. So if you're looking for a job, go to our website, eliteparking.net/careers. We'll be definitely waiting for you.
Back here in the lower gym, 4:22 to go. All the 6 with a big lead. Here for the 40th annual Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. On Saturday, we crowned Long Island Lutheran the champs of the girls tournament. That was the 17th year we've had that one. Long Island Lutheran coming all the way from New York. They put on a show for all of us.
you know, this team, this Paula 16, has a lot of similarities to that Long Island Lutheran team. Just so disciplined. They get out in transition, seemingly always making the right play, well coached. And you see them just constantly just staying on task. And I think that was the hallmark of that Long Island Lutheran team. And I'm sure we'll see it as the days go by, where this execution and this discipline is going to just be on full display against more athletic, able teams that are used to playing against these high-level teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how well they do as they move forward.
Ahu comes up dry on the free throw line. This is both. Mina working from the left wing, stops in the paint, throws it up with one hand. No. Tomlin, an offensive rebound, and a putback.
Tomlin just seemed to be floating up there. Just jumped, hung, and decided what he wanted to do with it before he came down.
Feed down low to the boy. Working on Bird. Kick out. Ahu for three, left wing. Hits it. And Alika Ahu has all 8 points here in the fourth quarter. Bird for three. Doesn't have three in a row. Mina with the tip out. Harsani for a jumper. Nothing but net. Look at 13 different Panthers have scored now.
You look at the guys coming off the bench for Paul VI, and they're executing just the same. They may not be the same type of athlete, but they execute just as well as the guys that start the game.
Kitan for three, no. Ahu tried the tip, no good. Mina with the board. Tomlin, bounce pass down low, Harsani. Ends up in the hands of him. Mina for three, too strong. Ambrosic with the board. Up ahead pass to Kitan. He'll throw it. Tried to get it to LeBoy. Ended up more towards McKinney. And McKinney ended up, what was that, 5 rows deep in the,
No, not worth the dive into the crowd at this point in the game. You know, Kitan actually had the opportunity to maybe dribble that out. You see the trap closing in. You really have to be proactive on moving yourself into a better position, either to make that next pass, maybe not to score, but to attack it, to cause the defense to react so you don't get caught in that position of trying to throw over two big bodies.
Tomlin. Before that drive, Coach Glenn Farello called a timeout. He's in his 18th year in charge of Paul VI. And if my math is correct from what I got on their website, he's sitting at 595 wins, so almost a chance for him to have gotten his 600th year, but he would fall one win short if they do find a way to win the championship here.
You know, funny enough, Oak Hill played in the last game, and at some point I was coaching Iolani and had to play Oak Hill quite a few times. Usually in this second round, they're into the quarterfinals, and Coach Steve Smith, Hall of Fame high school coach, picked up his 900th win against Iolani. And, you know, they had shirts pre-made before our game. Take a little offense to that. And mainly because I didn't get a shirt.
Maybe we got to bring that up the next time we're calling the Oak Hill game and see if they'll send you one down. Maybe they still have one in store.
Seeing all these 900 shirts coming out right after the game, and I'm thinking, oh, come on. But it's Coach Steve Smith, just unbelievable career over at Oak Hill. And it's one of those situations where Oak Hill Academy and Steve Smith are just synonymous. You know, that program, and you see Coach Smith and the players that he's coached and the history that he's had with not just that program, but with high school basketball in general. I mean, so many of these academies exist now. Montverde and even like Utah Prep, Brewster, so many of these teams that you've seen nowadays, and I feel like he was one of the early ones and did such an incredible job with them. Obviously 900 wins.
Now Coach Yerrick Stoneman in charge of Oak Hill Academy. Ethan Bloss, his shot no good. Kamahele Tober tracks on the rebound. Rivera, welcome to the game, Luke Rivera.
Hey, these are not rubbish minutes for guys that don't get a ton of them. They're going to remember playing against Paul Six, the top 25 team in the country, and getting a bucket.
Out goes Ambrosic and Hamada.
You see him walking off the floor. He is exhausted. But what an experience, right? How much did they learn throughout this game that they're going to be able to take forward?
Harsani, second three ball he's hit. Rivera brings it into the front court. Backdoor cut. Pass stolen away. Up ahead. Cole Perez can't finish it. The Panther bench was ready to celebrate.
Looked like he couldn't figure out whether he was going to try to punch that or not. I think decided to go up halfway and half dunk, half layup. Ended up in a miss.
Also on the court for the Panthers, Cooper Sundra, the younger brother of Garrett. We saw him when they came down for that Classic back in 2021. Garrett's now playing at Notre Dame. First free throw there from Ethan Bloss. No good. This preseason averaging 2.3 points per game. Second one comes up short. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Tomlin has it. Gets it over to Sundra. Arsani. Swinging it along the perimeter. They go to Perez. Arsani, 3 in a row. No good. A rebound taken by Avery Zion Branch. Gets it over to Rivera. He goes past the double team. And that pass tipped out of bounds. Junior Bros will have a final shot here. 6 seconds left.
One more chance for someone on this Junior Bowl roster to get a bucket.
That pass taken away by Tomlin. And that'll do it in game number 4 of the night. Paul Six defeats University Lab 86-49. Watch out, the Panthers are coming.
Oh, it's going to be exciting moving forward. Don't miss out on the action. Day 2 coming up tomorrow. The final 8 teams into action. Utah Prep, Brewster. 2 big-time programs. Going to be playing tomorrow. Veritas. And Imhotep. So teams from California, Pennsylvania, Utah, and New Hampshire, all the way across the country, really going from coast to coast, and they're going to be here in Hawaii.
And Japan.
And Japan. What a wide range. And even across the islands, Kamehameha Schools-Kapalama, Kahuku, Kapa. So what's really great, right? Kapa is going to be on TV tomorrow night on XCast. So you do not just have to be here to be able to catch the games, but there'll be some incredible ones. Expect Kahuku Utah Prep to be something really special. And reason being, Anthony Felici, who's on the Utah Prep team and one of the highly recruited players on that squad, he has family out in Laie, so they spent some time earlier in the week out in that area of the island. And so I'm expecting a bunch of them to come out, but if not, they're gonna be watching tomorrow night at 6:30. So all games will be on XCast from 3:30. So 3:30, 5, 6:30, and 8. It's gonna be a good one. You really cannot miss it, but I promise you this, Carter, it is better in person.
Definitely is. Also, if you want to come down in person on Thursday, that's the dunk contest that everyone talks about. Alaka'i Executive Search, putting that one on. Wrapping things up here. Paul Six, 17 points. Jordan Smith Jr., 11 for Turk Brown and Aaron Bryant. And then for the junior bows, Trey Ambrosic, 13 points. Alika Ahu with 12. McKinney had 11. The leading scorers for the junior bows. With that loss, they will play on Thursday, awaiting the loser of the Osaka Gakuin University and Veritas Academy game. St. Paul the 6 awaits the winner of that Veritas Osaka Gakuin game. But for now, that'll do it for us on night 1. Tomorrow, 3:30, back here on YouTube and Xcast. Osaka Gakuin Veritas will kick things off. Day number 2 tomorrow. But for now, thank you for listening. For myself, Dean Shimamoto, Carter Uechi, and Zach on the camera. I'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.
When it comes to AI, there's something big happening. The smallest things are creating giant revolutions. At Worldwide Technology, we're at the forefront of AI. With our one-of-a-kind AI Proving Ground, Cyber Range, and full-stack approach, you can build, test, protect, and implement AI solutions that deliver for you and your customers in a big way. Worldwide Technology. Together, let's make a new world happen.
Heart pumping, muscles extending. Every body is a miracle. And though we share so much, everybody is unique. What's your passion? Hold on to it. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.